All right, guys, we are live here. Hopefully this thing's working. Had some issues, so hopefully we're okay here. Okay, so yes, we are live for 1 second. 1 second. I'm so happy to have the first second have started. So yeah, I'm 1 minute early, I believe. Maybe I'm 1 minute late because there is a time delay on this thing. It's 4:59 here in Tennessee, in the United States. Tennessee is the state I live in the United States. If you guys don't know that. So yeah, guys, we're gonna do a little chit chat. We're gonna do a little Q&A. I'm gonna be wearing my WrestleMania jersey in this. So I see there's a few people already here. If you're here, go in the live chat and say what's up to me, because I love chatting with you guys, and that's what this whole series is about. This is a series, by the way. It's a weekly series. I do live stream Q&A, and we actually talk about wrestling. We talk about YouTube. We talk about whatever life, whatever you guys want to talk about. It's kind of just like a community kind of thing. That's what we do here every week. Then I have, other videos on the channel during the week for just like, I guess, non-community things. Okay, what's up, Brandon? Hey, I see some what's up, everybody? Your king of vlog styles here, Mr. Brandon Hodge, wearing this WrestleMania jersey. I actually just bought this. I actually just got this in the mail literally like a few weeks ago or something. Now, yes, I went to WrestleMania 33. Let me see if I have the chair. To show you guys, and we can have a little chit chat about that. But yeah, I was actually at WrestleMania 33. I got the WrestleMania 33 chair. I have that program somewhere too. Let's just give a little demonstration. Let me grab the program. So this is like my stack of random stuff I collect from shows and stuff. But I believe in here we will find, yes we do, the WrestleMania 33 program, which is mine is actually signed by Randy Orton and Mr. Apollo Crews. So I don't know if you guys can see it with the lighting all, but yeah, that's Randy Orton. The small one's Randy Orton right there, and that's Apollo Crews down there. It's signed on the cover. See, I was gonna get this thing like covered in autographs, and I've told the story a few times, but I forgot it in my freaking hotel room, so I ended up forgetting to bring this thing to WrestleMania Access for more than one day. A lot of people get it like signed in this section where there's like, hey, here's the autograph section. Get them signed next to the person's picture. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I want the cover signed so I can frame it. Like, I don't want to have to flip through the book to see who I got signed. But, yeah, actually never brought that. But anyway, back to what I was getting at. For WrestleMania 33, when I went, I only got the program, and of course I got the chair to bring home with me from my ticket. But I did not get the jersey. I just bought this jersey. I found this jersey for like $20 on Macari. And I'm like, hell yeah, these jerseys are like $70 when you go to the shows. I get it for $20. Hell yeah, that's pretty good. So I'm happy about that. Let me put this back real quick. But yeah, this is a little story time for you guys. So that's where this jersey came from. It actually did not. I did not get this one at the show, but it was someone bought it at the Superstore, I guess, or whatever, and then decided they wanted to sell it for like a quarter of what it was worth. So yeah, here's that. What's the giveaway? They will not be a giveaway this one. There's going to be a giveaway next week, though, so do not mix next week's live stream because there is going to be a giveaway. It all has to do with the way things set up from like month to month. It's the beginning of the month, so like it's easier to do a giveaway in the middle of the month for some reason, and it just kind of sucks. But anyway, next week I'll probably be giving away some wrestling DVDs because I'm looking at them right now. I'm not kidding you. From the floor to like standing, I have like it's like 6 foot tall, so it's almost as tall as me, of wrestling DVDs that I never watch, and most of them are still brand new and sealed because I never opened them because I bought them like when the WWE Network was invented, so there was no need to open them. So a lot of them are brand new, and I'll be giving away some of those next week's live stream, so don't miss it. It'll be 5 o'clock p.m. Next Friday. So yeah, don't miss that. So back to questions. So I know I missed a lot of people. I was letting people join because I was giving a little story time. I like telling stories every once in a while. But if you missed the story, I guess rewind the stream because I don't want to have to say it again for people who've already been here. But yeah, this jersey I actually did not buy it at WrestleMania 33. Are you going to WWE Charlotte, Brandon? Why, yes I am. WWE Charlotte is actually on my birthday. Like, how wonderful is that? Like, my birthday is August 14th. WWE announced their whole tour, and the closest show to me just happens to be on my birthday. So Charlotte, North Carolina. They're not calling it WWE Live anymore, but it is a house show. It's called like WWE Super Show or something, which basically means Raw and SmackDown, both rosters will collide together to make a super show, and that will happen in W Charlotte. But yeah, it's on my birthday. Charlotte, North Carolina is like a 2-hour drive from here, so I'm very happy to go to that, and yes, I will be there. I'll be trying to get tickets here when they go on sale this week. But yeah, it's not till August 14th. But yes, there will be a vlog for that. You better not give away the Seth Rollins DVD I give you. No, that is not in the stack of giveaway. That is very special to my heart. I'll never give away. Seriously, guys. I'll never give away anything you guys ever send me because all this is very, very close to my heart. Like, someone way back in like 2017 or 2018 sent me a Seth Rollins action figure. Now, I sold all my action figures, but that one Seth Rollins action figure that I knew a fan sent me is actually standing on my desk right now, like my editing desk where I edit the videos. It's standing there, and I'll never get rid of it because it's always very special to my heart, as well as with the Seth Rollins DVD. I believe it's down there on my desk as well. So I like to look at stuff that fans like send, and I'm like, they thought of me. They sent something that was very, very kind of them, and I appreciate the support. But yeah, back to the questions here. What's your favorite entrance music? What's my favorite entrance music? I recently found out that Hulk Hogan for a while used a Jimi Hendrix song for entrance music, and if anybody like knows me beyond like the guy who makes the wrestling videos, you guys know I play guitar. So like Jimi Hendrix is a big like guitar inspiration, one of my favorite like guitar players of all time. And I found out like Hulk Hogan used to use Voodoo Child for his entrance music. I'm like, how did I not know about this? Like I always picture like Hulk Hogan like with the traditional like NWO theme, or like obviously the main one everyone thinks about, which I think about also, is the Real American theme. But I don't think about Voodoo Child with Jimi Hendrix, but apparently used that for a little while. So if I have to choose one that was used in WWE at some point, I'll go on with Jimi Hendrix on Voodoo Child. That's really, really cool. Are you going to Minneapolis on July 30th? No, I will not be going to Minneapolis. I'm trying not to travel like really, really far unless it's a pay-per-view. I thought about Money in the Bank in Texas, but I just don't think this timing is right. I'm trying for SummerSlam though, so for August, maybe packed with Brandon Hodge, wrestling vlogs, maybe the King of Vlog Styles month, also his birth month. But yeah, that may be it because I'll be going to like WWE Live in Charlotte, and I'll also be going to SummerSlam wherever in the hell it's supposed to be. I've heard for a while it's supposed to be in Las Vegas, but now they're saying, no, it's not going to be in Las Vegas. I'm like, what? Where's it going to be then? Is that the Raw and SmackDown after, like in Arizona and California? And it's like, well, it's got to be on the West Coast somewhere. So if it's not in Las Vegas, that's going to be either going to be in like Phoenix, or it's going to be in, I don't know, Los Angeles or San Diego or something. Like, pick and it's got to be like a big city for SummerSlam. So I'm thinking either Las Vegas or Los Angeles for SummerSlam. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see on that. How do you feel about fans coming back to the live crowds? I think it's wonderful. I've said this a few times. I don't think it's the best idea in the world to go if you are not vaccinated. Like, this is fine for vaccinated people, I guess. I'm not a doctor, but basically, the crowd is back to 100%. It's 100% capacity, so people are packed in there looking for a can of sardines or something like that. You were packed on top of each other, so you're going to be elbow to elbow with people. So if you're not vaccinated, just be safe, I guess, because I don't want anybody getting sick. I try to help out the best I can. Do you enjoy Motorhead? I got to be honest, I've never really got way into Motorhead's music, but I really, really do love Triple H's like entrance music. I feel like that just fits him so well, and it's just like such an iconic thing. And of course, when it comes on, he does his entrance. You can't help but like hum along to the thing. It's just like wonderful. But yeah, I've never been like a giant Motorhead guy. I mean, I guess I'm more into like the kind of blues rock stuff. I never really get too heavily into like metal music. I mean, Ozzy a little bit, but I never really got too like into that other stuff. How do we send you stuff? Okay, the P.O. Box is currently closed. I might be reopening one here maybe this summer or maybe this fall. I'm not entirely sure. But if there's like a massive amount of people that want to send in stuff, that's great. But I think it's sometimes comes to a point where it's like, you open the P.O. Box, everyone wants to send you fan mail. You get a bunch of fan mail, and you're like, oh, thanks for all the fan mail, guys. And then slowly it's like, oh, everyone who pretty much sent in fan mail is already sent in fan mail. They're not going to, there's not going to be like a bunch of new people who are going to send in stuff. I mean, I'll get stuff like every once in a while, but like the mass where you go like there like once a week and there's like, hey, we have like 100 things for you. I'm like, holy crap. And then you go there like a few months later, it's like, anything for me? He's like, yeah, we got like 2 things. I'm like, oh, yeah. I mean, I appreciate the 2 things, but at the same time, this P.O. Box is a lot of freaking money, so I don't know if it's really economical or whatever. But if I get to that point where there's like a big group that want to send in more stuff, that'd be great. I mean, I don't want to ever be like the point of being like opening a P.O. Box just to like get stuff or whatever. Like, I'm not worried about getting stuff. And a lot of people just send in letters saying thank you. It's always nice to get a handwritten letter, but at the same time, it costs a lot of money to get that, so maybe it's better off to just do comments and emails and stuff sometimes. I like fan mail email is always a cool thing, and that's a series I could start. Like I used to have the fan mail series where I would stand here in front of the crowd and be like, "Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Brandon Hodge Fan Mail Day," or whatever I used to call it, or it was like Fan Mail Wednesdays or something, or Tuesdays, Fridays. I don't know what day of the week it was, but basically that was really, really cool. But maybe I could do something like that where I just read your guys like emails and comments or something. That'd be pretty cool. Who attacked Rey Mysterio last week? Someone made the joke that who attacked Rey Mysterio last week was budget cuts. I mean, Rey is not released. I don't want to say that, but it's just funny. Like, budget cuts are attacking everyone, so it's kind of stupid. It's really just an excuse to get rid of people, I believe. I will be going to SmackDown after SummerSlam in North Little Rock, Arkansas. The SmackDown after is that where they decided to put it? Yeah, Little Rock, Arkansas. I've been to Little Rock a few times, other side of Memphis. But for me, that's like an 8 or 9 hour drive. But if I don't know what the deal is. That would be on the way home if I was driving to SummerSlam, but I don't think I'm driving back out, through the Nevada desert to go to Las Vegas or wherever SummerSlam is going to be on the West Coast. So I'll probably be flying, but I don't know. That's interesting though. I don't want to say I will be going to the Raw and SmackDown after, or I'm not going to the Raw and SmackDown after, because frankly right now, I don't know. Okay, I have 1 week left in school. It's always nice. Remember when I used to go to school, it's always been such a nice time to have your summer break, but at the same time, you gotta make sure you have a lot of stuff to do. You get bored quite easily. I mean, it's a very interesting, fun feeling to like have to go to school every day and then be like, I don't have to go. How wonderful. Now what am I gonna do? So anyway, back to the questions here. I can play guitar. Hey, that's really, really cool. I play guitar as well. If you guys don't know, I have 2 different guitars. I have a Gibson Les Paul and I have a Fender Stratocaster. The 2 like main, I guess, like rock icon guitars from like the 60s, 70s, 80s, whatever. But yeah, they're really, really fun to play, but I do gotta say, I love the Stratocaster a little bit more than the Les Paul. Go to Impact Slammiversary in Nashville. Alright, I got a story time about that, so let's go ahead and do that. So, Slammiversary or whatever it's called, right? The tickets went on sale for it today. I saw last night that, it's gonna be in Nashville or whatever. And then they come out with a statement saying, tickets are going to be extremely limited, floor only. I'm like, what the hell? Why are you limiting the show? Like, dude, WWE's back to 100% capacity here very, very soon. They're going to be back to 100% capacity, here in July, at the same time Slammiversary is going to be. Why aren't you guys? Then someone said that the reason they're not going back to 100% capacity right now, they're kind of using it as like an excuse because TNA, Impact Wrestling, couldn't sell out the entire arena if they tried. I mean, I don't know the fact of it, but anyway, they're only offering these super VIP packages or whatever. I went on there. I actually got tickets in my cart this morning for Slammiversary, right? So they're $250 each, but they give you like a t-shirt and like a poster. I'm like, oh, wait, it's not really worth it. Then they give you like some kind of drawstring bag, and then they said after the show, if you stick around after the show, they're gonna take the canvas, the mat off of the ring, and they're gonna cut it up in little pieces and give every fan who got the VIP thing a piece of the canvas. And I'm like, that's cool and all. The thing that really pissed me off about the whole experience is $250 each. Then they do the fees, and it's pretty much $300. And then you realize, wait a minute, can I not choose where I sit? It's like, no, you cannot choose where you sit. You buy the package, then they decide where you sit. I'm like, what the hell? I'm not doing that. Screw that. So I closed it out of the site. I'm like, I'm not going to Slammiversary. I'm not paying $300, not even knowing where I'm sitting. Like, sure, yeah, all the tickets are on the floor, but at the same time, floor can have like 12 rows. So I'd be paying $300 for front row, or I'd be paying $300 for like row 12. So yeah, I decided against Slammiversary, even though it's in Nashville, and Nashville's only like a 4-hour drive, not going to Impact Wrestling Slammiversary, and that is my story of why. So that's what happened today. So back to questions. I like the jersey you're wearing. Hey, thank you. If you're just now joining and you missed my story, I went to WrestleMania 33, but I did not end up getting the jersey, and I recently just bought this one online, so I'm very, very happy to have it for such a cheap price. It was like a quarter of what it originally sold for. Okay, are you going to TLC this year? I cannot say yay or nay until I know where it is, but I really hope they'll announce like pay-per-view locations for the entire year pretty soon, so like I can plan out like where everything's going to be. Hell in a Cell is one I really wanted to go to, but Hell in a Cell is going to be in the Thunderdome, I guess, because they decided to move around the pay-per-views and not have Hell in a Cell in like September or October like it usually is, so it's kind of stupid. Okay. Brandon, what is your favorite thing about watching WWE? I can't say I have a favorite thing right now, but usually my favorite thing about watching WWE is the community, is the the fans, the electricity the fans give off, the power, the energy. It's just so wonderful and intoxicating when you go to a show and you get that roar of the crowd and you just feel the crowd. It's just wonderful and it's just very addicting. But now it's just oh yeah, all the energy's been drained out of the show, so it's kind of hard to watch, but you got to make it through it if you want to be a WWE fan, I guess. But yeah, things are getting better here soon because they're having fans back next month if you guys don't know. Okay, let's get some more questions here. Hopefully SummerSlam is in the Nissan Stadium, even though it's very unlikely. Yeah. I think SummerSlam another year could be in the Nissan Stadium, or even the Royal Rumble, or even WrestleMania. I've been pushing for WrestleMania in Nissan Stadium for a while, but I think SummerSlam is definitely going to be on the West Coast. Unfortunately, it's probably going to be in California or Nevada, because the Raw and SmackDown after are also on the West Coast, and usually they don't jump around and be they won't be in Tennessee one night and then California the next night on the other side of the country. It's just not a I guess smart travel idea, because they try to do cities right next to each other and slowly move over from city to city just to be the most economical on travel, transport costs and all that. But yeah, I really want Nissan Stadium to get some type of big wrestling show in the future. Nashville is getting TNA's or Impact Wrestling's version of WrestleMania actually next month, which is cool. I looked for tickets though; it's very, very stupid. Impact Wrestling has fallen so much. If you go on WWE auction, right? They sell WWE memorabilia for a lot of freaking money. They've had the Undertaker signed stuff, and it's sold for like $3,000 or something. There'll be a piece of a table, and an NXT star will sell it, and will sign it, and then they'll sell it, and it'll be $500 or something. Well, basically, Impact Wrestling does that too, but they sell the stuff not for $500, not for $3,000. They sell it for $22. So yeah, I mean, Impact Wrestling has dropped a lot from where it once was as WWE's biggest competitor, and I guess AEW's kind of taken that spot. But yeah, Impact's really fallen, so I wouldn't really compare it to WrestleMania by anybody's standards. When will you do a studio tour, Brandon? Studio tour. Everyone wants to see the room. You guys want me to give you guys a room tour? Just bring you in and be hey, check this out. Well, this is where I got this. This is the story behind it. That's what you guys want? Well, that's what you guys are going to get. It's actually going to be this summer, probably August. I would say August time. Around my birthday is usually when I like to do the room tour. So yeah, August time, room tour, studio tour. It will be happening. So stay around for that. Stay tuned for that. What is your favorite pay-per-view theme song ever? I don't know if I really pay that much attention to them. One that's very memorable in my mind is that Money song. Whoever put it out, someone will help me with it. But the Money in the Bank theme song, the Money whatever song. I'm not gonna try to look like an idiot and try to sing it right now. Hopefully you guys have a little bit of a clue about what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's the most memorable one in my mind. That one from WrestleMania 29, I don't remember what it was. It was give me the green light, I'm ready to go or something. I don't remember. It's just that song never ever stopped playing the entire time I was in New York City. I swear. I was in Madison Square Garden. I was in Times Square in New York City. I heard the song. Went to WrestleMania Access. There's the song. I'm at WrestleMania. There's the song. It's just get out of my head. You guys are just doing this to me. How does a Money in the Bank match work? Well, okay, so you got this, right? Here's how a Money in the Bank match works. You got this briefcase, it's got a contract in it to guarantee you what am I trying to say? Guarantee you a chance at the championship. You can cash it in anytime, anywhere. Hopefully you know the concept of a Money in the Bank briefcase. But how you win it, this thing is held high above the ring, and then 6 or 7 other wrestlers have to climb the ladder and try to get it. But you guys are all fighting against each other, so to get on top of that ladder and actually grab the briefcase is easier said than done, but yeah, that's how it works, and you can cash it in anytime, anywhere, for a shot of the main championship of the WWE, of your brand, whatever it may be, the Universal or the WWE Championship. Yeah, that's how that works. But yeah, this briefcase is pretty cool. I do gotta say, this is the metal one. I've been searching for this thing for how long has it been? 7 years I've been searching for this thing. And then finally, a fan's hey, dude, I got one. I'll sell it to you. I'm really? You'll sell it to me? So yeah, shout out to that fan. His name's Sock Monkey Mike. So yeah, thanks Sock Monkey Mike once again for this wonderful briefcase. Let's see if we can get another question to transition here. What is a dream match that you've always wanted to see happen? One I've always wanted to see happen was actually Sting and Undertaker. I mean, a lot of people were pushing for that. Fans were behind it, and then it just didn't happen. They chose like so many other people that probably shouldn't even face Taker to begin with instead of Sting. And I don't know what the reason about that was. And actually, Sting, I saw, did an interview this past like week and was asked, Sting, do you know the reason that they never booked you with Undertaker at WrestleMania? Like, you never even had one shot at him, like one match or anything like that. Do you know the reason behind that? And he's like, I don't know the reason. I don't know if Undertaker didn't want to work with me or just wasn't the right time or he just felt like the time has passed or whatever and just didn't want to do it. But just Undertaker was like, I guess presented the idea and he just said no to it. So that's basically what Sting himself said. So that's a match I always wanted to see. I mean, I'm trying to think of other matches I always want to see. I mean, obviously, Rock and Cena was a big one, but we actually did get that one. It was like crazy to actually get that. I guess Rock and Roman is one right now that we're probably will like end up getting, but sometime soon. I'm trying to think of like other ones. Obviously, you have that Stone Cold and CM Punk one. They were like kind of teasing each other for that video game release. Remember, like in like 2013 or something like that. That was a cool one. But as for other ones, I don't really know. I mean, obviously, you can always do the ones of like the people who passed away, like Macho Man and CM Punk or whoever you guys want. What is the people at Captain George forgot to put my grandma's cheesecake in the bag? What is that? What is that? I don't know what that is. What restaurant? Restaurant? I've never heard of that. I don't think they have that down here. Will Triple H ever wrestle again? Yes, Triple H will wrestle again. I don't think he's done anytime soon. He's got some more shoveling to do. I don't think Triple H is done anytime soon. He's got, I don't know how long he's got, but I'd say I could see him like wrestling for at least another 5 years personally. Okay, let's get some more questions. Have you played WWE Battlegrounds yet? WWE Battlegrounds, which one is that? Is that the console game? I'm going to look it up right now before you even have a chance to tell me. But yeah, Battlegrounds, I need to get a new game. Why are my fingers not working today? I'm trying to type things in, and I'm just looking like a big idiot right now. I'm just looking like a big idiot. That's all I am. Big freaking idiot. WWE Battlegrounds, 2K Battlegrounds. No, I have not had a chance to play it. My friend Wyatt has it, I believe. I believe he got it. But yeah, I have not had a chance to play it. It looks like a fun game. I do want to get a new console. I do want to get a PS5. PS5s are a little difficult to get right now, so I'll have to work on possibly getting a fish restaurant. Oh, okay. What did you? Captain George's. Oh, we have like Captain D's down here. I guess that's the same thing. Is it like a fast food place? Okay. Are you going to SummerSlam? Yes, I'm planning to go to SummerSlam. I just got to figure out where in the hell it's going to be, and I'll be happy to go to SummerSlam. Okay. Let's see if we can get some more questions. I know I missed some of you guys. I apologize about that. Who do you think is the best heel in wrestling? Right now, MJF probably has that best heel in wrestling because he'll do his meet and greets in character. He'll sit there and he will flip off. I'm not going to do it because YouTube monetization, but he'll like flip off like a 3-year-old kid and like scream in a 3-year-old kid's face. He does not care one bit. That's what wrestling used to always be, but it's gotten very soft recently. And I'm not advocating like making little kids cry or anything like that, but at the same time, I don't care who it is, who comes to you, who comes in your face to meet you or whatever. You do not break character for anything. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's an 80-year-old woman. I don't care if it's a 3-year-old kid. Is the stream working? I got some kind of notification. Sorry to interrupt the story like that, but my YouTube just gave me a notification saying problem with your internet connection, which there shouldn't be. My internet's very, very expensive and it should be working, but the stream is not working. Is the stream working? Let me know, guys, because YouTube's telling me the stream is not working. Let me know if it's working. Is it working or is it not working? Just let me know. But I don't know where I was going with that. But MJF, just stay in character. He's keeping kayfabe alive, and respect the guy. But yeah, someone tell me if the stream's working or the stream's not working, because my thing's saying stream failed or something. But I believe I have a weird feeling that it is working, but it's saying it's not. So let me know. Is it working? Hopefully it's working. I'm getting questions I do want to answer, but I want to make sure the stream's working. So just someone tell me stream's working. Okay, it's working. Okay. So back to questions here. Is John Cena Fan Nation guy over Cena? Is he over Cena? What do you mean, like over, like more popular than Cena? Or do you mean like he has the gimmick over? Well, Cena fan, he's still alive. He's still out there. He's probably looking at me right now. He probably has cameras somewhere spying on me. But Cena Fan will be making a return. He did like I think the last thing he did was like the cooking video. But he will be around. He will be around. There'll be more skit comedy stuff here on the channel. That is not over with. Trust me. As much as some people want it to be over with, sucks. It's not going to be over with. But yeah. My like live chat is glitching out, guys. Like it'll have like no comments and then like 20 will pop up at once. I'm like, I don't think this is like linear. This is not working. Yeah, MJF is really cool. Back to questions. There was questions. Someone asked what was the first W live event I ever went to. I actually didn't go to my first W show until 2012. Okay, now like the error like message went away. But anyway, my first show was in 2012. It was in Memphis, Tennessee. I didn't know they came closer to Memphis, so I drove 8 hours for a wrestling show because I'm like, hey, I watched this on TV and they're gonna be in Memphis. I live in Tennessee. How far is Memphis? Dad, how far is Memphis? It's like 8 hours. He's like, can we go? Sure. So we ended up going. I was like 12 years old, so it was my first show. It went pretty good. It was that first Raw of 2012 when Chris Jericho like returned from his little hiatus from like Fozzy or whatever. But yeah, it was a really fun show, and I really enjoyed it because, you know, I was like a 12-year-old kid. I love these guys. I idolize these guys, and it was so cool to see them in person. I'm like, Big Show's here. He's giant. Zack Ryder's here. Woo, woo, woo. I just had a fun time. It was great. Okay, everyone's saying the stream's working, so that's good. As a wrestling fan and a major observer, where do you see WWE in 5 to 6 years? Do you think the company is here, or will it end badly? As of right now, okay, I'm going to say for the past year, I'll start like this. For the past year, I've been very concerned for the wrestling business. Like, legitimately, like, scared. Legitimately concerned. For a while, I've been wanting to be, you know, a professional wrestler. I've been wanting to be a wrestler. I've been wanting to train to be a wrestler. But this past year's really made me question that. And it's just, I've seen and met and talked to indie guys who have been like, there is no money in this business, dude. We wrestle, we make $20, and we might get one booking a week. We might be making $20 a week. So obviously, we're not living off this. We're having to work like wherever the hell, like McDonald's or Walmart or whatever. And we're wrestlers. And some of them have a little better luck. They're like, we get $100 a show. We might travel a little bit. And some of them are like, I'm making a living, but I have to drive like non-stop. I drive 12 hours here, 12 hours there, 12 hours. That's the indie thing. There's going to be multiple layers to this answer, but it's maybe a little bit of concern. It's like, you really got to be something special to be able to get booked anywhere. And basically, indie guys, you can't really make a living. I mean, sure, if you're in those bigger markets like New York City or like somewhere in Florida or Jersey or California or something, it has a much bigger market, but like this like middle of the country, it's like very tough to make it. But anyway, that made me a little bit concerned about like future-wise, but AEW has been the only hope in like the past year for the wrestling business, being like picking up these indie guys who couldn't even make a living and actually giving them like, you know, whatever, they give them like $100,000 a year, and it's like, holy crap, you're literally saving the business, AEW. So that has been really cool. But as for WWE, it's been a freaking nightmare. They've been firing people left and right. It's like been firing people who aren't even wrestlers, who people are just like in the office for like the past 20 years. They'd just be like, hey, how long have you worked for us? Oh, I've been here for 20 years. This is my 20th year. Actually, today. Oh, you've been here 20 years? Okay, guess what? You're fired. So, but I have a family. Oh, well, I guess they're going to go hungry then. It's like crazy. But hopefully most people who work for WWE, you know, are smart and like save their money and actually have savings and stuff for unpredictable events like this. But yeah, it's been really crazy about that. But also, the more concerning part is the numbers. Like, you know, Raw and SmackDown, you know, way back in the day, they were like in almost every household, they were pulling, you know, 20 million people's episode of Raw or whatever. And then it slowly started going down. I went down for a while, and then you had like a resurgence in like 2014, 2015 when like Lesnar and Cena and Rock and, you know, everybody was doing stuff like, I don't know, like 2012, 2013, 14, 15. They were pulling like 5 million, slowly starts going down. Then this past week on Monday Night Raw, the lowest ever recorded like number, the third hour of Monday Night Raw only got like 1.1 million people. They barely hit 1 million viewers. Meanwhile, AEW hit 1 million viewers as well, so they're pretty much like Raw and AEW got the same viewers at one point. It's like, that's kind of crazy, and it makes you really concerned for WWE. This company is worth, you know, $8 billion or whatever the hell it is, and it's like, this company is huge, and at the same time they can't pull in numbers, and they're kind of just firing people to make up for that loss of revenue or whatever. It's really crazy. But anyway, to answer your question, Where do I see wrestling in 5 to 6 years or whatever? Where do I see WWE in 5 to 6 years? A lot of people have been like guessing that WWE looks like if you were looking at it from a business perspective, you're not looking at it like you don't know who Vince McMahon is, you don't know who anybody is, you don't know who the powers that be or anything like that. You just look at what they're doing, right? What they're doing. They're firing people to make their numbers look better. They're trying to make their numbers look as great as possible. It looks like they're setting up to sell it. It looks like they're setting up to sell the WWE to someone. And I don't know who that someone would be. I don't know if it would be like some people pointed out Disney. I mean, it has to be like someone with a lot of freaking money. I mean, they're wanting like, I'm sure they'd want like $5 billion, $10 billion for the thing or something. But yeah, from an outside perspective, you look like it's selling. And I've got to say, I'm kind of starting to believe that maybe it's possible that they are doing this to look better on paper, to maybe be, able to sell to someone. And it's kind of crazy. But as for WWE the next 5 years, I can't see it going any better. I see AEW blowing up. I see AEW maybe even taking over. I don't want to say taking over WWE or buying WWE or anything like that. That's not what I'm trying to say. But I see them maybe like surpassing WWE in viewers or whatever. Just the way things are going. It's very, very scary. Like WWE has never, ever been this low. But at the same time, pandemic, you got to blame. So we'll see what the crowd does when the crowd gets back. Personally, it's hard to watch wrestling live just because there's no energy in it. But I don't know, guys. We'll just have to wait and see. I mean, it's a very, very serious situation, I do have to say. All right, we're going to go back to questions. So you guys can ask all the questions you guys want. I'm sorry to do like a very, very long thing. That's just something personally that scared me for a while. Like, indie guys can't make any money. They can't make a living. AEW's bringing hope to that. They're bringing hope to the wrestling business. WWE's suffering. They're firing people. They're not really hiring new people in right now. So everything's a little scary right now, but I believe AEW is the hope. But there's not unlimited jobs at AEW. There's not unlimited money at AEW. So it's a little scary either way. There has to be more wrestling, and it's just kind of hard. But I think indie shows really need to start like charging more money for tickets, because some of these indie shows will charge like, hey, come watch wrestling, only $10, and it's like, you guys need to charge like $30 or $40 so you can pay the guys decent. Don't pay them $20 for showing up in wrestling. Pay them $100 each or something. Just got here. Do you like Cardi B? I heard Cardi B's gonna be the host of SummerSlam. Personally, I don't like that kind of music. I like old music, like blues, rock, or music and stuff like that, like Led Zeppelin, Jimi Hendrix, ZZ Top, stuff like that. I'm not really into that whole new weird stuff. I'm not really the biggest fan of that. So no, Cardi B, no. Okay, go ahead and ask questions away. I'm reading everyone's questions. We're going to do fast, rapid questions now. I'm not going to answer no more long ones. That wasn't really an answer to a question. It was just kind of like a tangent I wanted to go on to kind of like explain like how the wrestling business is and where it's going in the next few years, but hopefully everything's on. But I won't talk about it no more. You guys go ahead and ask all your questions away. I'm going to do a rapid fire thing. We're going to get through as many people as possible here for the last 10 minutes. We're going to be here for 10 more minutes, so go ahead and leave all the questions you guys want. I'm going to do rapid fire. We're going to get through these. Do you think Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam? I've seen rumors of that. I could definitely see that, and I'd be very, very down to see that match. Okay. Love you, Brandon Apple. Thank you. I love you too. I'm sorry for my tangent, dude. I'm really sorry. I just had something I wanted to get off my chest and kind of talk about. Sorry. Rapid fire, Guns N' Roses or Metallica? Guns N' Roses, I guess. I always like Guns N' Roses. I mean, Metallica is cool too, but I never really got too into the heavy metal. Okay, back on to, do you own Funko Pops? I own probably 20 to 30 Funko Pops. Probably about 20 of those are wrestling related, and probably I have like 10 non-wrestling related. I have like music ones, like Jimi Hendrix and Ozzy and all kinds of people. Okay, back to Gibson versus Fender. Pricing Fender, Gibson's quality control is fallen, in the past few years. But anyway, personally, I have two. I have, Les Paul. I have a Stratocaster. I love the Stratocaster more, and it was like half the price. Okay, back to questions. Where do you think Survivor Series is going to be located? I'm hoping somewhere in the southeast. I'm hoping like Atlanta or somewhere, because Texas is getting Money in the Bank. Out west is getting SummerSlam. WrestleMania was in Florida. So maybe, I don't know if they'll do that. Maybe it'll be in the Northeast. Maybe like Boston or something. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Will there be more releases in WWE soon? Yes, I heard in the past, I heard in the past few days, within the next 2 to 3 weeks, they're actually planning to release even more people. I gotta plug up my Mac real quick because it's gonna die, and we don't want the stream to abruptly end without me giving a proper goodbye to you guys. Are you going to Impact Slammiversary today? I told the story earlier in the stream, but basically, I was on there today looking at tickets, and you can't choose where you sit. And I'm not paying $300 a ticket when I can't even choose where I'm sitting, so no, not going to Slammiversary. Who do you think will be called from NXT soon? I'm thinking maybe like Adam Cole. I know Finn Balor's coming up, but honestly, I don't watch NXT too much, so I don't know like really too much. I've watched a few episodes, so I'm familiar with a few of the people, but I'm not like crazy NXT guy. Only so much time in my week. I hate the new WWE belt designs. They look so childish. Yeah, like this design, it's fine. Okay, it's fine for one title, but they've turned that title into like 5 different titles. It's like, what in the hell are you doing? Or maybe it's just 4 titles, but still, it's stupid. One design. That's one design. Stop making all the titles look like that with one design. Stop it. Just stop it. Okay, someone said, hi, Brandon. Hello, how are you? Is Biggie next for Roman? Who's next for Roman? I don't really know. The Fiend needs to return at some point. What brand is the Fiend on? I guess he's on Raw, so that would make sense. So, yeah, maybe Big E is next for Roman, but the Fiend is something I wanted to talk about as well. Like, the guy needs, I don't know, I've heard maybe he's having some grieving issues with the death of, like, one of his best friends, Brody Lee, which is absolutely horrible and still, like, messes me up to this day, and it's still unbelievable to this day, and it's hard to believe, but, hopefully the guy's okay. Hopefully he's getting some type of... So hopefully he has someone to talk to at least. But hopefully Bray will get back here soon with the Fiend. So you guys, welcome to Bray Notch live stream. We're all going to be live here for 5 more minutes. If you guys have any questions you guys want to send in, go ahead and do that. If you want to support the channel, keep the lights on, the camera's rolling. You can super chat. There's super chats down there, even if you guys can only donate $1 to the channel. That helps a lot. For wrestling vlogs. I'm doing all kinds of wrestling vlogs in August. I'm going to SummerSlam and all that. So if you guys have the means to do so, super chats are encouraged. Okay, back to questions. I think Cena is next for Roman. Cena next for Roman. Cena and Roman. Yeah, I heard that for SummerSlam. I really hope that happens. I don't know if they'll actually do it, but we'll just have to wait and see on that, I guess. Are you going to buy RK Bro merchandise? Recently, I haven't really bought full price merchandise. If it goes on sale, I'll get it. But it's like at a point where they're charging like $30 or $35 for shirts. It's like, I'm not paying that for a freaking t-shirt. But when they go on sale, they're only like $10. I'm like, yeah, I can do that. Or the mystery bags where you get like a bunch for like $25. When do you think Keith Lee will come back? I don't know what in the hell has happened to Keith Lee. I really don't. Keith Lee is, I don't know, just kind of disappeared. I heard he was having some health issues, but hopefully he's doing okay. I don't know what it is. I mean, I can't really like talk about it too much. I don't guess if I don't know what it is. Why do pay-per-views never come to New York? The reason that pay-per-views never come to New York is because New York is very, very freaking expensive. Hey, thanks for the super chat, Billy. I appreciate that. That really means the world, and they go towards the SummerSlam trip. What was I trying to say? But I really do appreciate that. I've just paid my bills, so that's all. Hey, don't worry about it. You don't have to send anything. That means the world to me. It really does. But we'll get some more merchandise up for you because I know you love your merchandise. Might have to send you a shirt or something. But what was I talking about? What the hell was I talking about? Why do I have this issue where I talk about things and then I'll get strict and be like, what the hell was I talking? I hate that so much. Talking about Keith Lee or something? I don't know what I was talking about. Why do pay-per-views never come to New York? It's very, very expensive in New York City. Long Island, they could do something, but I don't know. The arenas are smaller out there, like Madison Square Garden. Fair pay-per-view is pretty much a no-go. What else was I going to say? The what's it called? The Brooklyn one. Can someone help me out here? What is Brooklyn? Why am I drawing a blank here? The center, whatever it's called, the center. You guys know what I'm talking about. They had SummerSlam there for like 3 years in a row. And that was fine, but New York City is just so expensive. What is that place called? The center in Brooklyn. The center. What is it called? Why can I not remember? Someone will tell me. Are you allowed to carry those WWE chairs? Are you allowed to carry those WWE chairs? What do you mean carry? Are you allowed to carry? I don't know what you're saying, but anyway, the pay-per-view chairs, they're your seat at the show, but there's a sticker on it that says, after the show, wait, someone will cut the zip tie and you can take your chair home with you because it's your chair you paid money for because it's included with the ticket. But can you carry it? I don't know if what you're saying by carry it, maybe you can clarify a little bit. But yeah, you carry it home or wherever you guys want. They are quite heavy, though. They're like 25 pounds. Wasn't there a WrestleMania in New York? Yeah. They do WrestleManias all the time it's actually not in New York. Sometimes they'll say WrestleMania, New York City, but it's not. It's not New York City. It's close. It's like 10 miles or 15 miles over. It's in New Jersey, Rutherford, New Jersey, in the MetLife Stadium. Yeah, they do WrestleManias in New York all the time, and they had Access in New York City, which, by the way, like WrestleMania 35 Access was the worst location for a WrestleMania Access I have seen in my entire freaking life. It was crazy. I remember WrestleMania 29, WrestleMania 29 was in the same venue, MetLife Stadium, but they did Access in New Jersey, and it was so simple, it was so wonderful, so peaceful. But meanwhile, they decided to do, 35 in New York City, the Access in New York City. It's like, why? Why do I have to drive in New York City? Why do I have to try to park in New York City? Why do I have to deal with New York City? Like, it's just a mess. Especially when you're trying to do stuff on time. Like I've told this story so many times. It was in the vlog. I paid like $500. I paid like $500 to meet Ronda Rousey, but due to New York City, I couldn't get there on time. I was in the car driving, trying to get through traffic, and it just wasn't possible. And guess what? You're out $500. It's like, okay, let me talk to someone. Can anybody do anything about this? Like, it's New York City. It's not my freaking fault. Anybody can do it. Can I just trade it? Can I trade my $500 VIP to meet someone else? Can I just meet someone else? And basically, everyone's like, no, you can't. So basically, I had to freaking like ask Shane McMahon if I could meet him. And he's like, yeah, you can meet me. It's cool. So I ended up meeting Shane, but at the same time, you have to ask the freaking the owner of WWE's son if you can meet him. Like, there's no other like management at the place. It just really pissed me off, and I'm still out the $500. Yeah, well, I think New York City parking was cheaper than this time. Like, where did I just come from? I just came from Florida WrestleMania. But this time I parked at WrestleMania 37, the one I just went to. It was like $40 a night for parking. Go both nights. Hey, guess what? That's $80. It's like, oh, what? I'm out $80 just to park my damn car? It's like crazy. What car do you drive, and what is your dream car? I actually drive my dream car. I got my dream car, and it's just crazy to think about, but it's a Dodge Challenger. I drive a Dodge Challenger. It's a 2017 Dodge Challenger. I bought it with only 500 miles on it, but as you guys know, I travel a lot. So now the car is about to hit 100,000 miles. I'm about to have like a sadness breakdown, whatever you guys want to call it. I'm just about to cry. Like 100,000 miles on the thing, but same time, cars are made to be used. It was a fun car. It's still a fun car. But I had a lot of fun with the thing, and I guess it's made to be used, and I guess my travels wouldn't have been the same if I was traveling in like some rental car, some stupid like rental car, not like some fun sports car. Alright guys, we're gonna have to end this stream. I have to go, guys, unfortunately, but tomorrow is a good day, because tomorrow there's gonna be a WWE shop unboxing video with your WWE shop champ. Oh, right. Your King of Vlog Style will be doing a WWE shop unboxing tomorrow. Yeah, because I had to mention the title, just to mention the title. Hey, maybe I'll get the title back one day. I saw Malcolm the other week, and I was about ready to take him right there and get my title back. But he didn't bring the thing with him because he knew I would steal it back. Are you in college? Yes, I'm in college. I'm doing digital cinematography. But I want to go to wrestling school soon. But kind of the indie thing kind of scares me. We're not making a living at it. Kind of scary, very scary. But anyway, guys, I gotta go. I appreciate everyone for checking out the Brandon Hodge live stream. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Tomorrow will be a WWE shop unboxing, so come back to the channel tomorrow. Check out the unboxing. But yeah, guys, that's gonna do it. I am Brandon Hodge, and I will see you guys in the next video.